It's well, it's not Friday the 2nd. It's Saturday, April 3rd. I'm gonna have to fix that too. It's been a long time, guys, and I am really sorry. There's just been a ton going on over the last few weeks. 2 months really, from personal vacations to family that's gotten sick and had to go in the hospital for COVID, trying to get our houses together and ready for spring and summer, working at the distillery, trying to record all that and then do the content at the same time of having regular jobs and families. It's been impossible. So I'm sorry, but I do have some updates. One is we did hire some help, which is so great because we desperately need help. She is, going to be our production manager. She's going to handle the YouTube videos from here on out. She's going to handle like the recording, the editing, the uploading. We'll still obviously respond to comments and stuff like that. She's also going to take care of our Instagram accounts, any of our social media stuff, and go from there. So hopefully what she gives you guys is a lot better than what I've been able to put together. And then also, oh yeah, we got a phone number now for you guys that we'll put out on the next video coming up. It is not our personal cell phone numbers. Some of you guys are just batshit crazy. So it'll be one that's very specific to Still Bros, which is very cool. And the next one is that we have been building a RIMS system. So this particular RIMS system is a little bit different. We started it from scratch. We're doing it all, by hand. We didn't want to buy one. One, because they're just ridiculously expensive. And two, I wanted to try and figure out how to do one for like less than $1,500. And so far, even with the last three things I gotta buy and put together, I think we'll have it done for less than 12, to be honest with you, about $1,200, which is really good considering that this is a 50 or 55 gallon, I haven't done the final calculations, but I think about a 55 gallon rim system, which is freaking awesome. So let me flip this around, show you guys what we got, and kind of explain what we have left to do. So starting from the left, obviously the boil kettle, the lauter, and the grain kettle. So this particular, how we're kind of setting this up, and I might have just described that wrong, but so our grains are going to go in here, sparge arm's going to wash over the grain bed, that goes back into the lauter, which then just circulates around, whips up, comes back down, goes into the boil kettle where it reheats and goes from there. We have two preheaters essentially, which are these two propane 180,000 BTU a piece heaters that will get the water temp up quickly. And then we still have left to install the heating element on the back side of the boil kettle. I got to do that one, connect it to a PID, so that way once the temperature is where it needs to be, the PID maintains temperature. And then I've got to put 3 safety floats in that are connected to relays that will control the pumps. So that way, if any one of these kettles, fills up too much, it will shut off the pump that feeds that specific kettle until the water has gone down, because they all are interconnected. So this is just to make sure that once this thing is going, we don't have to stand here for 4, 5, 6 hours while this stuff does what it needs to do. We can turn off the propane, kind of walk away and go from there. And then the last thing is going to be the rack system, which we're going to only really build it up about a foot, I think, because I want it somewhat low. But this one right here is the rack system for that's going to be kind of unique. That's going to be on a hydraulic jack, essentially, and there's going to be a swing arm that comes over with a plate, essentially that's about the same size as the hole opening there in a keg. And then this can raise or lower against that plate to then be able to almost like press the grains and kind of get all the juices and stuff like that out. Just to make sure we maximize what we're getting out of our mashes. So this, once again, it's a mess, but this is just a test today. This is us just testing different things. I did find a valve I have a little bit of a leak on I got to address, but I wanted to get this thing heated up, make sure everything expanded, see where my faults were, so I can kind of fix those as we go along, and I'm not just getting this thing done in the end and springing leaks all over the damn place. But yeah, let me bring this back around. Once again, really, really sorry it's taking us so long to get out there with a video. It'll probably be another 2 or 3 weeks before we have an actual official video out, just because we're trying to get this thing done. We've got to get the production manager kind of up to date, maybe a couple new cameras, things like that, all that good stuff. But stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a great weekend.